So welcome back to my animation channel. I thank you for joining me. Today we're going to have a quick look at what's going on in the movie that I'm creating on the Painter on Safari. We're working on part 4 of the movie at the moment, and it's called Zebra Crossing. But before I get into that, I just want to remind you guys that if you subscribe to my email list, you'll get a free set of walk cycle templates, which comes from the Locomotion course bundle. So make sure to hit the link in the description and just fill in your details and join the email list, and you'll get that free set of walk cycle templates. Great, so let's have a look at what's happened since the last update. We're working on part 4 of the movie now, and in this part the characters have left the overnight lodge and are all in the vehicle, and they are driving on the viewing day to go and see all the animals in the savannah here. So this part's going to be stacked with a lot of animals. All of this will be going into the Making a Short Animation Movie course, which the links are in the description here. Check it out. And an extended version of this video is also available to my email list subscribers. So once again, please make sure you subscribe to my email list. Okay, so I'm just going to drop in an edited version, a shortened version from the course, and it'll bring you up to speed with some of what's been happening with this part 4. Enjoy. Anyway, so that's that. This is what I'm working on currently, and you can see I'm putting some shadow detail in here as well, which will be right on the other side there somewhere. Yeah, there's the shadow there. I really hope this doesn't crash again on me. This tourist got his tacky or his Nike sticking out the right there, and these will all be rigged as well. What's happening here is there's some wildlife to the right. We start with a giraffe, and all the tourists will look to the right and aim their cameras and binoculars or whatever. So we're busy with this scene now, and if I think this might not be the latest version, but let's just do a quick render here and just render a frame and see what the render looks like. I just want to see, yeah. So I've put in all the shadows here, and I've applied effects. I'm applying blending and also transparency effects here, and to the bushes and grass, etc., the trees, so it fades away like that, even the road. So this is work in progress here. You can see the shadows have come out quite nicely, I think. Very much work in progress. So that's another one. And then what I wanted to show you was also a giraffe. Here we go. I've also done a giraffe. This I did last week, and just move that over and just play him out. So basically quite simple. It's wagging its tail, and also it's chewing, it's eating leaves off a tree here. If we just zoom in there and have a look at the face in more detail, you can see that the tongue comes out and grabs a leaf and chews it. The eyes blink, the ears move, and the jaw also moves. And it wasn't that complicated, to be honest. So let's just go and have a look at how, there we go, how this was put together. I've separated the head. The head has got a mesh on it. I'm using plastic here, so that's how I got the actual jaw to move like that. That's using a mesh. There is some shadow applied to it, and then the ear and everything is on separate levels. The tongue even is on separate levels. So let's just go out there. Let's actually have a look at the tongue. There it is there. So the tongue just does this. Let's just play that out. So the tongue is one level, etc., etc. The mouth as well is a separate level. So this head, time-wise, it probably took most of a day to create the whole thing, and animate it, so not too bad, but I think it actually works out pretty nicely. And then what I did as well is, okay, it won't be on this one, so let's just try and load the latest scene, camera views. Okay, the final thing I want to show you is this one here. Every time they stop and have a look at a animal, they'll snap their cameras and do the touristy things. So I've set up this as a separate shot as well, and that is that is a frame that I've created, and it actually just zooms in, and you see those little yellow boxes. Those are the viewfinders you'll have in a camera. So I've just based this on a Canon, I think it was, or might have been a Sony, and it's got all the batteries and all the ISOs and the RAWs and whatever on it. So every time they stop and look at it, after this it'll be a buffalo, then it'll be wildebeest, etc. Eventually the zebra and rhino. But every time you'll have a look through here. So let's do that. Okay, so this is a view of the viewfinder of the camera, and this is what will actually render out like this. And when I rendered it out, I've actually done one of these renders. I'm also working with the blur. So let me just show you the stage schematic on this and the FX side. It's quite a mess. It gets quite complicated. These are all the blurs coming in here. So this is the giraffe, the face, the neck, etc. All the shadows, they got transparencies, and as it zooms in and out, it blurs. Okay, so that's FX schematic, and that's about it. And once again, thanks very much for dropping into my animation channel, and keep on animating out there. All the best. Bye.